Hey guys, welcome back for another home workout. If you haven't done a warm-up yet, head to our YouTube channel and find one of the warm-ups, get it done, and then come back and we can get started. Today I have a 12-minute workout for you. It's quite spicy, a lot of jumping, and your heart rate is going to be jacked up. Okay? We have 3 movements today. We have burpees over an object. I'm going to be using a dumbbell today. Then we have some jumping lunges, and then the third one is a bit calmer. We're gonna do some plank walks. Okay, I'm gonna show each movement, and then I'm gonna give you a moment to have a sip of water, and then we're gonna hit the workout. So, burpee over a dumbbell looks like this. So, what I'm doing there, I'm going to put the dumbbell in the middle of the room so I have enough space on each side to jump. Then when I'm burping, I'm going to have my feet a little bit wider than my hips so that there's enough space for me to bend over and get to the ground without having to lift my heels. Okay? If I'm super narrow, I might have to lift my heels, and then it's not very nice for my ankles and my calves. Okay? So take a wider stance. And then let's just do a normal burpee. Get on the ground and jump back up. Now, instead of jumping just up, we're gonna jump up and to the side, over the dumbbell, and clear it so that we don't end up falling on the floor. Okay, let's do another one. Onto the floor, up, and then over. You don't have to do 2 jumps, so you don't have to jump up first and then over, just one. Couple of options for this movement. Scaled option number 1 is to just go into a plank and then straight back up rather than hitting the floor. That will look like this. Third option is to step back, step up, and then jump over. So only jump once rather than on each burpee, okay? That would look like this. That's movement number 1. Movement number 2, lunges. Okay, we're gonna be jumping them. So taking your lunge stance nice and long. From there, using the arms. We're gonna change the legs in the air when we jump. Okay? If you know that your knees are not going to be happy with that, we're going to be stepping forwards or back. You decide which one feels nicer. So this is one option. And this is option number 3. So that's your lunges. Then, last movement, we're going to be doing plank walks. We're going to use the dumbbell again, and this time that's going to be our target. So we're going to just go over it and back. It looks like this. As you can see, I'm holding my hands poker straight the whole time. Okay, so I'm not bending my hands when I'm walking around, trying to keep them straight. Okay? Another thing I want you to think about when we get to these planks is to make sure that we're in a straight line. Okay? So it should look like this from the side when I move. Okay? What I want to avoid is letting my hips sink or end up pointing to the sky. I want to be straight line. That's your 3 movements. I'm going to put the timer on, and then we're going to go. If you need a little breather, have a sip of water, pause the video, and then when you're ready, we're going to go. So we're doing 12 minutes of work. We're always working for 40 seconds, and then we're resting for 20. Okay? We're going to go through each movement 4 times, and the order is burpees over the dumbbell, jumping lunges, plank, and then we go back to the burpees, lunges, plank, 4 times around, and that's gonna be you done, okay? Let's take the first round a little easy. Try out how it feels to do that movement for 40 seconds, and then the next few, push the pace, okay? I am ready if you are, so we're gonna pop the timer on, and we have a 10-second little prep time, and then it's go. Right, we're going in a couple of seconds. Take your burpee stance a little wider than the hips. Going in 3, 2, 1, let's go. 40 seconds, burpees over the dumbbell. Or whatever you have there, maybe it's a pillow. Twenty seconds left. Another 5. And rest. 20 seconds rest, and then we're going into lunges. Remember, you can either be jumping or stepping. Going in 5, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Use your arms for some momentum and think about pushing the floor away. If your legs start dying, remember you have 2 other options. Stepping back, or alternatively, stepping forward. Another couple seconds, and rest. Movement number 3, plank walks. Get ready, we're going in 5, 3, 2, 1, into the plank and start walking. Keep the arms straight as much as you can. Slow and controlled is good. Think about squeezing your butt cheeks, keeping your legs super tight. If somebody would try to knock you over, they couldn't, because you got everything engaged. Another 3 seconds, and relax. Back to the burpees. You have 10 seconds before we go. I want you to make sure that each time you jump up on that burpee, your heels are gonna come to the floor. Okay, going in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Round number 2. So whenever I jump my feet back here, on my toes, when I jump the feet back in towards my hands, heels on the ground, okay? Try and think about that while you're burping, keeping yourself as safe as you can. Wider stance usually helps with that, so check where your feet are. Are they underneath your hips or a bit wider? Right, 10 seconds left. Make sure that we're jumping high enough to clear that object that we're jumping over, and relax. Next one is lunges. Now, legs are going to be a little bit narrower than we did on the burpees, but they're underneath your hips, okay? Not close to each other, underneath. Going in 2 seconds. And let's go. When we're lunging, we still want to keep our chest up. Okay, for the next couple of reps, think about, am I leaning down or am I keeping myself upright? That way, it's easier to drive up, especially if you're jumping. The more upright you are, the easier it is to get those jumps in. Now, make sure that the legs are working as hard as you can. Push the floor away, as much power through the ground as you possibly can, and then a big butt squeeze at the top. 3 seconds, guys. 2, 1, rest. Next one is the plank. This time your focus is to keep your butt down, okay? Keep in a straight line between your heels and the back of your head. Going in 5 seconds. Take your positions, hands underneath the shoulders, and we're going. When you're there, have a look at the screen if you're not sure if you're holding the right position. This is what I want to see. Hands on the shoulders, butt down. Keep going and try and imagine that you are holding a bowl of porridge on your butt. Okay, that butt doesn't shake, it doesn't drop that bowl down. We're keeping it straight lined the whole time. Another 10 seconds. Let's keep moving. Imagine you're holding, if porridge bowl is not enough, wine glass. That's you halfway through the workout. We have another 6 minutes to go. Back on the burpees. Let's see how little time we can spend at the bottom of that burpee. As soon as you hit the floor, back up again. Going in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Imagine the floor is super hot. Another good tip for burpees, spread your hands, okay? Fingers wide, big stable stance to push yourself off the floor. Also, make sure that when we're burping, the hands are close to your chest rather than your shoulders, okay? Lower down the chest. Keep going, guys, another 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Back to those lunges. Who is still jumping? I know it's super hard. You can always jump for as long as you can, and then as soon as the legs start dying, keep moving but go into normal lunges, okay? We're going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Try and jump with me for as long as you can. And then when the legs are dying, we're not stopping. We just keep moving. Make sure that each lunge is deep, all the way close to that floor. 5 more seconds. And relax. Planks. If the walking is getting hard, just hold a solid plank stationary, okay? You have 5 seconds. Get yourself ready, going in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Imagine that wine glass balancing on your butt. You don't want to waste that wine, so you're gonna be as stable as you possibly can. Keep going, guys. Double check, are your shoulders over the wrists? Or are they back or forward? Make sure that it's directly on top. Another 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, relax. Right, team, we have 1 more round to go. 1 more time through each movement and then we're done. 10 seconds and then we are going. Last set of burpees, going in 5, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now that we're getting tired, make sure that especially when you're jumping over that object, we're jumping high enough. Same as on the lunges, use those arms if you have to. Get some momentum to get over. Whenever we get to the floor, still control yourself. Okay, hands down, control onto the ground, push away and jump over that weight or a pillow, whatever it is, clear it. 3 seconds left. 2, 1, rest. Last set of lunges. Let's try and get at least 4 jumping, okay? At least a couple. Going in 5, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Pushing that floor away and then swapping the legs around. If you're on the stepping lunges, let's make sure that that front leg is your powerhouse, pushing through the ground, heel through the floor. And stand up tall here. If you're jumping, just keep going. If another 10 seconds, hang on there. Keep using those arms for momentum as much as you can. Another 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Right, last one. Give me the prettiest plank you've ever done. Going in 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's get planking. If you have a mom, dad, partner, brother, sister, ask them to put a book on your hip and see if you can hold it there. If it falls down, it's 10 extra burpees, guys. Imagine that as your punishment. Keep it still. Straight line. Right, guys, last 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well, it's not really a rest. That's your workout done. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope your heart rate is high. Mine is high from just talking. Right, have a good day, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.